This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
In this week's court report, the Nye County officer facing various charges following allegations of domestic battery after a fight with his ex-girlfriend waived his arraignment that was scheduled today and now has a new court date. Richard Jason Duetch currently faces 2 open cases in Justice Court with a total of 6 charges. On Wednesday, a designation of counsel, waiver of arraignment, entry of not guilty plea, and request to set a pretrial conference was filed by Duetch's retained attorney, Melissa Berry. Then the following day, an order setting Duetch's pretrial hearing was signed and filed, and a copy was then forwarded to the DA's office. That proceeding is set for January 24th, 2018. If Duetch is convicted of domestic battery under Nevada and federal law, he would not be able to carry a firearm, which would prevent him from fulfilling his job duties as an officer. Ashley Winn, the woman arrested following a fatal DUI crash that killed a bride-to-be and injured her fiancé, appeared in district court Monday for a motion to exclude expert testimony. During that proceeding, Winn's attorney, Thomas Gibson, argues that expert testimony from a deputy means not an expert based on his training and expertise, so he should only be allowed to testify as to his observations of the incident. The court will decide at trial what the officer can testify to. Winn remains at liberty while she awaits her trial, for which no date has been publicly reset yet. This more than a year after that crash, for which Winn is facing the formal charges of DUI causing death and DUI causing bodily harm following that accident at Honeysuckle Street and South Dandelion Street. Davin Obarr has pleaded not guilty to the child abuse and neglect charge he's facing in district court. Obarr was arrested following an investigation which alleges that he was responsible for causing numerous cigarette burns on the arms, legs, back, and chest of an 11-year-old child who was residing in his home. During his last arraignment hearing, the court actually canvassed the defendant and finds his not guilty plea to be given freely and accepts entry of said plea. Obarr waived his right to a speedy trial, so the court set a jury trial date for March 27th through 30th, 2018, with a calendar call set for February 16th, 2018. The Pahrump man arrested after inquiring if NCSO Sergeant Berukowitz would accept money to look the other way while the suspect grew marijuana in Amargosa Valley illegally remains at liberty as his trial dates are pushed back due to a continuance. Robert Samuel Behrens' attorney, Harry Gensler, requested the continuance of the trial scheduled during the defendant's last court proceeding, a calendar call. The court granted the continuance and rescheduled the matter to March 6th through 9th, 2018, with an accompanying calendar call scheduled January 28th, 2018. Behrens pleaded not guilty during his arraignment to the burglary and bribery charges he's facing in district court. Behrens was previously granted an OR release by the court to allow him to prepare for trial. This has been your court report. I'm Eunette Gentry for News 46.
Tapping our news, the president's big reveal of the next Fed chair is expected Thursday. Odds are high he will select Jerome Powell to succeed current Fed chair Janet Yellen. Powell is considered a safe choice and not likely to deviate far from Yellen's approach of gradually raising interest rates. A little something for the kiddos. San Francisco is the best city in the country for trick-or-treating. Apparently, those wealthy Silicon Valley residents know how to pass out the best candy. San Fran is followed by San Jose. Philadelphia came in third, according to real estate website Zillow, which did the legwork. And something to keep in mind, the day before Halloween is considered the worst day to buy treats, as retailers are more likely to hike prices, and there are slim pickings in the candy aisle. The best day for Halloween candy shopping happens about 4 days ahead of the holiday.
The driver of a rental truck drove down a busy bicycle path in New York City today near the World Trade Center, killing 8 people and injuring about a dozen others in what officials say is an act of terror. After crashing the truck into a school bus, the suspect exited the vehicle while displaying imitation firearms and was shot in the abdomen by a police officer. The suspect, a 29-year-old man, is in police custody and was taken to a hospital for treatment. The indictment of 2 Trump campaign advisors and the announcement of another's guilty plea Monday marked a milestone in the special counsel's ongoing investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Aside from the ensuing legal processes for former campaign chairman Paul Manafort and his associate Rick Gates, who both entered not guilty pleas on Monday, the exact path forward in the investigation and the timing or existence of any additional indictments remains unclear. The prosecutor has been scheduling additional interviews in his search for the truth. Now stay tuned. News 46 will be right back.